What's up, everybody? Welcome back, spooky friends. It's been a hot minute or a cold minute, depending on what part of the country you're in. But we are back here for our Valentine's Day podcast episode, continuing on our first season. I'm sure pretty soon this will mark the end of our first season as we begin to transition over to our second season of the Sir Henry's Haunted podcast. I, for those of you who are new, am your host, Zach. And to my left, we got a little different setup here today. We're doing on scene, on location to give you more of a organic type feel.
You can hear the crickets.
The cicadas, the crickets, very natural, very organic, kind of like the milk we drink here too. To my left, we have Lindsay. She is our production manager.
Howdy, howdy.
Did you get a title upgrade?
Again.
No, it's been a while.
I think we got it figured out, I think. In the middle, we have our executive producer, Calvin.
Hello, I'm the executive producer, Calvin.
And on the end, here just for a good time, our consultant, Josh.
As always.
So, yeah, this is going to be a fun little episode.
Is it always?
No.
We did the Christmas event, Haunted Christmas. That went over great. We had a lot of fun doing that. A lot of you guys that came out said that, what was the trail called? Sleigh Bells was one of your favorite trails we've ever done.
Yeah.
And that should be the fun fact. I'll amend that here in a second.
You're really slaying.
Speaking of fun facts, Zach.
We typically have the shout out and swear jar on table, but we're not doing that today because on our last episode we didn't say any of those words the whole time for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And so that kind of canceled our debt and sins.
All right.
Did it though?
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
got-
mad
we
at
got
it.
At least for this episode until I screw up and say it again.
We got our fog machines, and then
Yeah, we
you went
literally did.
and you went a whole episode without saying this, and now we don't have to do it anymore.
We saved up enough money. We bought a cool fog machine, not just any kind of fog machine, a whoosh.
Don't give away too much.
That's
Just a
all I can
scientific
say is a
word.
sound effect. So let's tickets are on sale now for Haunted Valentine's Day. You can get them at www.sirhenrysHauntedTrail.com. We got 2 nights only for this event. Love's Revenge, presented
Any
by
group rates?
Sir
Group
Henry.
rates?
Yeah, group rates. Got them group rate tickets. If you buy more than 12 tickets at once online, it takes a $3 discount off of each ticket. So get those group rates while they last. A 2-night only event, February 10th and 11th. If you come on the 12th, we will be closed. If you come on the 13th, we will be closed. If you come on the 14th, we'll be closed. You get the idea. 2 nights only. Get your tickets. They're going pretty fast, actually, faster than last year. 2 trails for this event. Calvin, you want to talk about our first trail, Cupid's Revenge?
Yeah. So years past, we've had a Cupid character out here in the common area, and so we were like, well, let's make a trail around this idea. So it's essentially Cupid's just sick of bringing all you guys together, so he's splitting everybody up. He's kind of lashing out, shooting his arrows, not for love, but for misery. So it's kind of keeping the same vibe, kind of, that Sleigh Bells was with just the big, raw energy and craziness throughout the entire thing. It's going to be, I'm pointing like you guys can see, on Trail 1, which is their newest
headless trail.
headless trail.
For those of you guys for
newest
October.
I don't know.
Or sleigh bells.
Or Sleigh Bells,
Sleigh
yeah.
Bells.
I'm super excited about that one.
We got to preview it, obviously,
that's what I was
for our
about to say.
rehearsal weekend, and it was fun. It came together really well, and a lot of the friends and family that came out for our really rough dress rehearsal had a lot of positive things to say about it.
It's
So,
looking pretty good.
It was great.
It's also pretty, at least for us, kind of gory, more gory than most
you see
stuff.
some gore stuff out there.
Lots of blood and
See some
such.
gore.
Feeling kind of like a domestic.
Feeling a lot like
Yeah.
There's some
getting
turmoil
domestic. I think that's what the young kids say. now.
Yeah.
on their social medias.
That's how Calvin talks. I gotta have a translator. No, so that's Trail 1, and then we got Trail 2, Truth or Dare. That's going to be taking place in our Haunted Mansion Trail. Basically, the setup with this is Calvin has ADHD.
There was an ant on the table.
Ew, we'll let the ant be.
I have PTSD with ants now.
So the setup with this Truth or Dare Trail is that on every Valentine's Day night, little teenagers dare each other to go in this haunted mansion and spray a graffiti tag to prove they did it. That's the dare part of it. But the legend has it there's this old man and old woman in there that goes and kills kids that go into this haunted house. But supposedly they were said to die many, many years ago. So what's the truth in all this legend?
Whoa.
I guess you're going to find out.
Lindsay
Truth
is having
or
tons
dare.
of fun with the set distressing.
Yes,
in there.
Lindsay,
Puffing so much paint.
you spent a lot of time in there. You
I wouldn't
probably
say a
got
lot
pretty
of time.
you got pretty high. But tell us about what the guests are going to see when they go through Trail 2 specifically.
They're gonna see some homages to some Sir Henry's lore.
A lot of Easter eggs.
A lot of Easter eggs for people
Yes.
that know some Sir Henry stuff and some spooky stuff.
Some
Yeah.
imagery.
So we mentioned graffiti in the story, and that's going to be a big part of this trail. We got some amazing visuals done by Lindsay, our prime minister, as it says on my notes. But no, we do have some awesome artwork in there, and we have some really cool scenes because we have like a graffiti artist scare, and I won't say any more than that. It's really cool. It's probably one of my favorites in that whole trail.
It's effective. You can ask Zach.
And yeah.
Oh, they got you?
Yeah, got him.
Hey.
And the man and woman in there is just really is creepy.
Unsettling.
It's very unsettling. It's with the we got some blacklight stuff in there and the UV.
It's pretty different from what the mansion has been, at least in recent years.
Yeah. I'd say these off-season events let us have a little bit more fun,
A little more freedom.
a little more creative freedom for doing things like this. So that's pretty cool to be able to present to you guys. But it's still scary. The graffiti room, man.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the closet returns again, but it's pretty dark in there. Just fair warning.
Some people really don't like that closet.
Oh, I love it. It's probably one of the favorite.
Although
favorite.
we
scenes
went
we've
through the
done.
other night and it smelled like the clothes are just washed. I think one of the kids
Yeah.
in the scene was probably going through and spraying them,
Lysol on
or
'em.
had some dryer sheets they're putting in the pockets of the
smell pretty good.
shirts.
That's not very
Realistic.
Slaughterhouse over
Yeah.
there. Slaughterhouse. So that's our 2 trails. That's what you're going to see when you come out here. Of course, well, we'll get into that in a second. But we also have 2 Love's Revenge escape rooms.
Yeah.
Calvin, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so if you came out for Halloween, where Bloody Headlines is now going to be like this twisted flower shop where the woman that owns this shop is poisoning the flowers and sending them to all over town. So when they sniff them, the people fall over dead. So you're going into her shop to then find the antidote that cures her from the poison, so that you can use it and disperse it amongst the town, kind of like superhero duties. And then where I can't name
Big Jimmy's.
yeah, Big
Bake
Jimmy's
Shop
Bake
or
Shop
whatever it
was. We're turning that into a chocolate shop where, what was his name? Autobahn Schweetz
He's German.
is making
You know how the Germans are. They're chocolate.
is making some chocolate and some goodies with human body parts in it. You guys catch wind of this notion, so you're going in there to steal his last batch so you can investigate yourself and potentially turn it over to the police if he is using human body parts, which I definitely think he is. He seems like a weird man.
Well, chocolates can make you live forever.
Well, yeah.
I
yeah,
found
exactly.
that on SpongeBob.
Yeah, you love a good SpongeBob reference. But yeah, that's what we're working with. I think they're pretty cool, pretty fun, and it's also new characters for you guys to experience out here in the common area. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think kind of sidetrack here. One of the questions, I get or whatever about the haunt, and typical, interview question. One of the common things. So why should people come to Sir Henry's? What does Sir Henry do different than everybody else? And I obviously give like a stereotypical answer, which is true, our sets and our creativity, all the way we do it. But I think the thing that sets us apart from pretty much anybody else in the country
Some solid audio texture with a
is
plane
that
overhead.
we change everything, every event, our stories, our themes, our characters. Nothing ever repeats itself. It's a lot of work on us.
It's so much work.
It's a lot of work on us. And for these short turnarounds, from October to Christmas to Valentine's, you're talking just 4 to 5 weeks at most. And that's after a whole season of just pounding it out for October. But we change. There's some background noise.
Yeah, there's so once there was a
probably can
plane
hear it.
and a motorcycle.
We
Sorry.
can. That's more than I can hear Calvin down there at the end of the table whispering into his microphone.
Sweet nothings.
It is
Getting
a
ready for Valentine's Day.
Day event. He's whispering sweet nothings over here. They're
Yeah.
salted.
Hey. Okay. But no, I think that's one of the things that makes us different and unique, and why people should always come check us out.
Every event.
Every event. Not just say, oh, well, I went to the Valentine's Day last. Yeah, come this year too, because it's totally different than anything you saw last year. Heck, last year we didn't even open Trail 1 because it was being actively demolished. We had
Yeah.
Trail 2 and 3. And if you saw at Christmas where we had Krampusnacht in our Trail 2 and thinking, oh, well, they're just opening Trail 2 again. How boring. No, just kind of what we just talked about.
I just
with
tagged the whole thing.
The graffiti and the characters and the scares, totally different than the stuff we were doing at Christmas because you, our fans, deserve the best and most fresh, like your food.
He's always changing flavors.
It's a flavor of the month.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just
Flavor
wanted
week.
to add that in there because it deserves to be talked about. Deserves to be talked about.
It's a lot of work, but it's worth it because
Yeah.
we have a lot of stuff that we want to do, and we want you guys to see it. So we spend the time and mental capacity to do it for you guys.
So, common area for Valentine's Day, of course, we'll have returning our laser tag and axe throwing. Those will be here for that 2-night only event, February 10th and 11th, in case you didn't catch that. As well as some fan favorites from the past. Common area characters. Darla is kind of a staple for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Darla will be here. Also, another cult fan favorite character will be here for Valentine's Day. I'll let you guys figure out who that is in the comments.
Snip, snip.
And I think Sir Henry told me he was coming.
Oh, he's gonna make an appearance.
He's decided to make an appearance.
Nice.
We think we got to get Josh a Valentine's Day character. For
I thought
this
Josh played
event.
Darla.
I think he's played Peebles a couple times in the past, maybe for Valentine's Day. But
Yeah,
I
well,
think,
we could always come up with a new character. I
think-
mean, we just really went out for Gasparilla and had some couple cool characters for that.
Now, if you're in the area, meaning Tampa, Florida, Central Florida, one of the big things they do down here is basically a Mardi Gras version of parade, but with pirates called Gasparilla. And so me and Josh went out to that, and of course we did some costumes. Dressed up in full pirate garb as you're supposed to. Picture on screen.
Can I say what my captain's name was?
No, you cannot.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was curious if you guys were gonna say what your names were.
No.
I mean, I can tell everybody
no.
afterwards. They'll just bleep me out now.
If you want to know what Josh's captain name was, you can send an email to Calvin.
Yeah,
Calvin
I'll-
at SirHenrySonicTrail.com. But yeah, that's a lot of fun, and it does not just with a trail, but everything we do it up. So yeah, Haunted Valentine's Day. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's this coming weekend.
Come check
February
out the
10th.
area before it gets all the change for next year.
Well, so that's the other half of this podcast. What's ahead? Josh, what's ahead?
What's ahead? What's not ahead? I
Consult.
don't even know.
Headless.
I don't even know what I can and cannot say.
Can't say a lot, but the past 2 years, you guys have known, as we've documented on this podcast, the amount of grueling, grinding, change, demolition, build up, build down that we have done to this event.
Build
Well,
all around.
2023 marks our 10th season anniversary.
Yeah.
And so we can't just stop there. So, yes,
You can
for
come
another
back.
year, we've committed ourselves to hating our lives and building out what will continue to be built upon.
Wait. Didn't I hear in a previous podcast that we weren't building anything?
Oh yeah, Zach is done building.
I've had a couple mental breakdowns already, and it's only
Yeah,
February.
Yeah.
It'll be a wild ride.
Wild. You think?
I mean, well, some of it is warranted. We had a little bit of damage from the hurricane. We had to make some changes and update a few things. But then,
what
get it all
damage
squared.
did we have from the hurricane?
Oh, what
I
damage
wouldn't
do we
know.
have?
A couple fence panels. That's about it.
Oh, yeah, we gotta. I wouldn't call it damage. I would just call.
It's artistic dishevelment.
Yeah. There's
Potential.
So I can say this because it's nothing crazy, but our Haunted Mansion facade, I know a lot of you guys love it. We love it. We're very
Lean
proud of
on
it.
me.
One day, me
Lean
and
on
Josh
how
will just do a
strong.
whole podcast episode about how much we hated our lives
Yes.
for doing that. But the end result is great. But we also really never finished it. And
Ran out of time.
for our
Yeah.
we literally
was painting
ran.
it hours before he was taking photos of it.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a photo shoot that night at 7:30. It's 5 o'clock, 5:30. I'm still painting it.
I think I drove the boom lift to the return center with
Yeah,
like 5
so
minutes to spare.
Yeah,
Slung it into the spot and
That-
was like, here's your keys.
that was the rough because we only had it for a week and we had to get it all done and it was just not enough time. 3 weeks would have not have been enough time. But
was
so we're
glad
gonna
I was
finish
there
it this
just for the
year.
demo.
Well, the big thing is we're gonna add a front porch onto it. It's quite possible it gets a fresh paint scheme for year 10. I think.
And a foyer area.
Yeah, I would like to see what our paint goblin Lindsay could do on that.
No spray paint.
Because interestingly enough, I did do the
He's
distressing
learning.
on that.
He's learning. He just said, interestingly enough, instead of
Instead of the words,
Yeah.
the words that we're not allowed to say.
the
like
F word.
So so that is coming. Each trail's going to get kind of one or two big scene upgrades. We have a very big plan that I'm not at liberty to discuss in any shape, way, or form, as we will do a whole big announcement for that. Wonder what that's going to be. And then we also mentioned this, I think, in one of our later episodes towards the end of the season about speculation. We had a speculation episode, and a lot of speculation was that, we would get a new front entry. And, I was like, I don't know. Well, we're getting a new front entry. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's going to be sick. But we are getting a new front entry, and that is getting demolished literally the day after the Valentine's Day event closes, as well as something else significant.
Oh yeah.
In the comments, leave us what your thoughts are on what you think will be demolished this
Because
year.
truth be told, even with how amazing we think Trail 1 is, or how amazing it is,
It is.
it's never perfect to us. So we always want to add and change things to all of the trails. Don't think next year that everything's going to be the same. It's probably going to be some pretty...
You just gave it away.
What? That's not what I'm talking about. But across all three trails, there will be improvements across the board. I should say.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as well as set improvements, we also have many new characters that'll be at this event. We'll have a whole This is 10 years, and we're going to stress this every episode,
Just going to milk
every
it.
week, every month of this year. 10-year season anniversary. But we're also, as all the new characters we have, we're also going to be bringing back all of our iconic characters that we worked so hard to build up and create over the past 10 years.
That's the new swear jar.
Maybe we'll even see a little Blimpo montage
Whoa.
or something.
You never know. He might come back. The witch may come back.
What if all of them came back? Blimpo, Peebles, the witch, Beatrice.
You have a lot of characters.
Josh is just going to do the whole commentary by himself, and he's going to have costume changes every 10 minutes.
He's been practicing quick change.
Yeah.
I can just take a hula hoop and go like this, and he's in a new character.
Yeah. So that's a thought. Comment down below in the video or send your ideas to Calvin what characters you want to see at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail 2023 for October. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you want to see.
My email is my name, Calvin, at Sir Henry's Haunted
That's
Trail.
SirHenry'sHauntedTrail.com.
I got some suggestions for him.
Yes.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
the good old train conductor.
Classic.
That's a good one.
That's a
And,
throwback.
You know, the scarecrows from year 1 and 2.
Ooh, yeah.
This is an old classic.
We bring back. We'll bring back the original costumes. Put them in a glass plexiglass case out here, like they do in Hard Rock, with a little plaque at the
Placard.
bottom saying,
Make a little
"This was
museum.
circa 2014 Scarecrow in our cornfield." Be a whole thing.
I
No.
hope
You
you
can
know,
recreate in the first church split. Split wouldn't have. Put it in the
Yeah.
museum.
If you
maybe
guys
even
want
for
to,
the video of the first commercial with the,
Oh,
the green
yeah.
light.
yeah, we'll just have. You know what? Somebody should make a
Henry.
remix to that, like a trap remix to
No,
the
the
Henry
Henry.
one. That would actually be pretty cool.
I'd probably get down to it.
Let me, if you're out there and want to try that, go for it.
It's
but
on
no.
YouTube. It's on our YouTube. isn't it?
Yeah, some deep
Gotta
down the
scroll.
page, deep down,
Everything
deep.
else is off of there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
So yeah, we got a lot planned. Speaking of a lot planned, we just got back from a large trade show, the trade show for the haunted house industry.
show.
We froze our butts off. A Trans World Haunted Attractions and Christmas show in St. excuse me, in St. Louis, Missouri.
The cold air just got to him.
You know,
Yeah.
it's been getting to me for 3 months now. Got a smoker's cough. We speaking of new characters, we picked up some cool new characters.
So many.
Quite a bit actually, more than I was expecting. It's usually how that goes. Do you have enough hands to count those on, Calvin?
I'm trying.
Do you
Yeah, I'm
need-
trying
do
to
you need
figure it
some?
out. Yeah. Let me borrow a hand.
Well, what is your favorite part, Lindsay? Christmas or Halloween? I'm
Yeah.
never sure which one you
We-
frolic so long.
I don't know.
over
I don't know.
there.
Sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, do I like making haunted houses?
Or do I want to just go back over and play with the Christmas lights?
Yeah, we lose Lindsay at least once a day during the show. And we always know she's probably over in the Christmas lights section, which they do a Christmas show as part of it now, which is really cool. You know, but
it's a
some
good
of
dynamic.
us-
You like doing Christmas. I don't.
I like doing
and I
other
love doing
stuff.
Halloween.
That's why haunted Christmas is so great.
Yeah, best of both.
So yeah, we got some cool new props too. We got a lot of infrastructure on building.
Some cool weapons.
Yeah, we got some weapons, and sound makers and stuff of that nature.
Some things that move. I don't know.
We got a lot of ideas for stuff that I don't think
Yeah,
we
most
didn't have
importantly-
going into it. So that is always a big plus of Transworld. You see all these artists up there, all the creativity. It's so much creativity, and it doesn't help. It inspires us. Always has, especially for me, and I don't look at it as some people might, where they're like, "Oh, I see that. That's cool. I'm gonna just make it myself and rip this artist off." That's not what it's about for me. I'm sure people come out here and see stuff and are inspired by stuff because
Hopefully,
we've seen that before, I think, and that's
Yeah, a
great. That's
couple
what it's
times.
always about. What is it? Inspiration or what is it? You know what I'm talking about? Flattery.
Flattery,
yeah,
imitation.
imitation
Yes.
is the most sincere form of flattery.
Yeah, so that's true to that. So it was a big success, as it always is. We, being a we're not small, but we are an independent haunt. It's family run. We take a unique approach to Transworld, where it's we're not going up and spending all this crazy money on the hot new coolest things. It's very there's a term for advertising, guerrilla marketing. I'd say we're guerrilla haunting. And that's what has led us to be successful over the past 10 years.
That and a
Guerrilla
substantial
haunting.
amount of marketing. Not marketing, networking.
Networking too.
Networking
Yeah,
at
we had a
Transworld.
great
I
time
need-
seeing all our
I need a
friends
shirt
up
that says
there.
that.
Good kill. So yeah, fun time. Josh, what was your favorite thing you saw at Transworld?
You You really want to talk about gorilla haunting?
Favorite thing I saw in Transworld.
During the show.
Wow, just really put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
He does that.
He does that. He's sitting high and mighty in that director's chair,
He's like,
aren't ya?
I got the perfect question for Josh.
I don't know. Probably some of the cool sea creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of sea creatures.
Yeah, we did see some cool props from our friends over at Rib FX.
Oh, you're gonna throw out names like that? I didn't know we were gonna do all that.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, why not?
So yeah, those guys are putting out some awesome, crazy cool stuff. Josh had to talk me down off a ledge last year. I was going to buy their whole booth. Which would have been cool.
Hey, he wasn't the only one talking you down.
That's why I have to take other people because it was just me.
We would have
They just have a common area
20-foot fish.
of props, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And he was leaning on me pretty hard.
yeah.
We almost broke down.
Calvin, what about you? What was your favorite part of Transworld?
I'm a big fan of Beastcraft Studios stuff, so seeing all their new props and stuff was really cool. I like their stuff a lot. Big fan of their animatronics and things like of that nature. So yeah, I would say Beastcraft stuff, and of course their masks. I'm a big mask guy, so all of like Immortals new sculpts and Shatter's new sculpts are just, out of the park. Big fan.
Did you get a new hat this year?
No hat. I my hair got too long to wear hats.
Oh, well, maybe we should shave it off.
Yeah.
And then, we also, I'm going to get you, Lindsay, don't you worry. We also discovered that Calvin has a doppelganger. Josh is so grateful for this.
Is that what?
So pictures on screen right now. Calvin has actually accepted a role to play the stunt double for this character in the new Wizard of Oz remake.
Stunt double?
So
They don't even have to do
we
makeup.
did find this. So
Jeez.
fun stuff. Lindsay, what was the coolest Christmas light decoration you saw at Transworld?
Every year they're coming out with new things.
Are we going to get a Christmas tree to walk through this next year?
Might get a Christmas
Would be
tree
nice.
that has a bar in it.
Now,
Oh, now I'm definitely coming out. You're just trying to keep me around is what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I
think
just
it's
really
out here.
want you to have that fruitcake character, dusted
Oh,
and
yeah.
powder and drunk.
Okay.
And I'm
about
sure
it.
all of you wondering what was my favorite part of the Transworld, and that's just
Food.
networking. Yes, it is. And seeing
Networking at
all
the
of
Marriott.
our friends there
At the Marriott.
at the Marriott.
And a good
Not
little
at the other
vacation.
place.
A little vacation.
It's-
Little upset
business
we didn't get to
vacation.
go to the athletic club, but hey.
Yeah. Thanks, Richie. Should have booked your hotel sooner.
Dang.
I needed some more aftershave.
Yeah, that was a nice experience. If you're ever in St. Louis and want a ritzy, fancy hotel
I
experience,
don't
look
know
in
if I would say ritzy fancy.
what do you
I
call
would
it?
say a classic.
Classy 1920s gentleman's experience. Stay
Oh.
at the.
Oh.
You're not invited, Lindsay.
I missed it.
They have the ladies' side too. We didn't go over there, obviously, but it's the athletic club in St. Louis, in downtown St. Louis. Check it out. Yeah, fun times. So, moving right along, we got 2 fun facts of the day, and we'll start with the easy one.
Those don't count.
No, because
Those
this is
don't
a scripted segment in the in the show. The first one: what will this be? What number of Valentine's Day event is this for us?
I know this one.
How many have we put on,
3.
So yeah, I'll let you
No.
guys guess. Because I know the answer.
Lindsay?
4.
Correct.
is
This
4.
is the 4th haunted Valentine's Day
Nerd.
attraction we have done.
Nailed it.
2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. That's 4 big ones.
And 2023 is also our 10th year, if you didn't
10th
know.
season, in case you didn't
Not
know.
this one.
What are you talking about?
Well, we've moved into 2023.
What?
Not this one.
This one what?
You're not starting the season until October.
The season starts February 13th.
No, the
Oh.
season started back in almost the end of December of last year when we started talking about this year.
That's true.
That's right, Lindsay. That's right. Cool. This one's a little tougher, and I was asked this by a fellow YouTuber, Dreadpool. Shout out. That doesn't count either.
He's gonna get by on technicalities now.
It's
It's a technicality.
anyway. What? So okay, a little setup here. Well, I'll ask the question: how many total trails have we designed since we have opened, including
Gosh.
the Valentine's Day trail for this year? So we have 2 trails for this Valentine's Day event. That would be 2 trails. So add that together with Christmas, that would be another 2. So that's 4 total. So what is the total number of trails we have designed since our inception in 2014? Do you know, or you're throwing out a number?
If I did my math correct,
Is this like
no.
Price is
Okay,
Right?
I'll save you for last.
Where,
Save me
like,
for last?
Underbidding is like better than over.
No.
Hot
No.
dang.
Close as you can without them.
29.
Okay, Josh.
23.
Okay, Calvin.
It is 31.
Lindsay is actually right.
Woo!
29.
I thought it was 29 before
Nope.
Christmas.
It's 29 trails. Do the math,
2 for
Calvin.
2.
So pretty impressive stuff. Even I didn't know that. I had to sit there for 10 minutes and figure that out. So this Halloween will
counting.
mark our 30th, 31, and 32 design trails. Pretty cool stuff. Also impressive,
32nd.
considering we are an independent haunted attraction who always changes our themes and trail designs.
Going on 10 seasons.
In case you didn't know. So fun stuff. Fun stuff. If you have trivia questions that you would like to see asked on the show for our fun fact segment, please email them, message them in the comments to Calvin at sirhenryshauntedtrail.com. I do want to toss a bone out to Anthony on our YouTube channel. Always great engagement. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, other
Different
Tony.
Anthony.
Too many Anthonys.
oh,
Well,
oh.
let's go ahead and give a shout out to our. That doesn't count either.
Jeez, man, this guy.
Hey,
he
he's
said-
doing a lot
Oh,
for us.
I haven't said. He said all last
He patted
time.
himself so hard on the back.
All of our fog
Boy,
stuff
oh.
came in. We had to start over,
Boy.
you
I have to
know.
sell the file
boy.
machine now. Our boy Anthony here behind the camera running the tech for this podcast. Thank you, Anthony.
Our live studio audience.
Also, a throw a bone to our one of our YouTube subscribers, Tony, for the great engagement and contents and questions. Sorry if we can't respond to them all. YouTube's weird with their notifications and whatnot. But I know you did mention one time in a comment about how the trail stories originate and theming of all that. So basically, the process is I usually have ideas for themes in my heads. And then I kind of talk about it with the groups.
Heads, plural.
And then he takes a shower.
See a group consensus. And then I usually like to dwell on it for 3 weeks in the shower. The shower's where I get all my good ideas.
Continuously for 3 weeks.
Yes. One long shower.
It gets lonely out here during those 3 weeks.
And it's cold too. And, but no. So,
You hide in the corner when it gets cold. Drink in the corner. and-
Bro's had his well drilled like 6 times.
it's part of the creative process.
The pain of the cold water etching into your bones just
Forces
really-
you to think about good ideas.
Yeah, because
So-
you want to get out.
Yeah. So we,
Turn it on before you walk
Artists
into it.
at their heart are just miserable.
yeah. No, for real.
Didn't move.
So after I have decided on a general theme and story, I will then write a rough outline out and give it to my wife, where she fleshes out the English part and writing of the story, and that is what you see on screen, on banners out here at the event. So, yeah. That's how that comes to be. So great question, Tony. Anything else you guys want to add to our Valentine's Day show episode?
Very nice way to put that, because you know I have 1,000 other things to talk to you about, and that would be less forthcoming for you. So
That'll
yes,
have
we
to
can-
be a paid subscription episode if
Yeah,
you
we
guys
need
want to hear that content.
Sir Henry's Patreon.
Patreons.
No, it'll probably be on Frosty's show.
Frosty, our derelict snowman from Christmas, is going to be starting his own podcast. And it's literally probably going to air only at like 1 a.m. in the mornings.
On Adult Swim.
on, on Adult Swim. Free pack of cigarettes to every Patreon subscriber to Frusty's.
It's like when you-
Winston's?
podcast.
I hope they're Winston's.
Yeah, it's like when you
I
go to
think
sleep
Newports.
and you wake up and you hear the beginning of Lowrider in the George Lopez show. It's gonna be Frosty.
Yeah,
You wake up and you see Frosty dancing on the screen.
that's actually a move though.
Giving you a strip tease.
Break the plates before you.
That's
Put 'em
a
in.
move. So yeah, like I said, 2 nights only this weekend. Haunted Valentine's Day event. Come out, see us. Get your scare on. Bring a date. Such a better time.
It's a party.
It is a party. We'll have a DJ here on Saturday. It's so much better, I think, than just going the traditional route of going to a dinner or a movie or the state fair. You know, come out here, get your scare on.
Well, they do say that getting scared like strengthens your romantic bond with somebody.
Yeah, so if you're trying to score points,
Yeah.
definitely can probably do that out here on Valentine's pre-weekend. So yeah, Calvin.
Yeah,
last
I'm excited.
thoughts?
Sorry, excuse me. I love this event. It might be my favorite
Loves this event.
because it is so much fun. Same with, like I said this during Christmas. It's kind of like we can just do more out of the box things that we normally
Yeah.
don't do during October. And it's only 2 days, so it's a nice little like refresh. Get to see all the actors and stuff again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. I'm excited.
You know what Mama says. You never know what's in a box of chocolates.
Exactly.
That's actually
that's in
you
the
might
trailer.
see
You'll
that out
it,
here.
yeah.
Did you know that?
Did he
Maybe
know that?
Maybe not.
I think you did.
Also, ready for it to be over so we can start 23 October.
We've already started, Calvin.
Yeah, that's
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
We've already started. We already built a few things.
Wait.
Yeah, we have.
The
yeah.
wheels are
Wait
in
till-
motion.
Oh,
So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Like, give us a thumbs up. If you're listening on any of the podcast channels,
Platforms
Thank
is the
you.
word you're looking for,
Platforms, whatever.
boomer.
Make sure you tune in here. We're probably going to take a couple weeks to get readjusted to our new schedules as we will be building quite a bit of our new content for October 2023. But pretty soon here, we will have steady content again, steady podcast coming in as we take you through our announcements for 2023, our process for the bill for 2023, and all of our new exciting stuff like Frosty's Summertime Special. So,
You'll melt for it.
until next time, until this weekend when we see every single one of you guys here at the event,
Buy your tickets online.
buy your tickets online now. See you next time. Bye.
Sayonara.